When I was younger, I used to draw and create things constantly. But as we get older in life, we become more serious and structured. So now it feels like the creative part of us is disappeared, right? Like even for me, like when I try to create something, it's blank, right? It feels forced instead of natural. In fact, I have a hard time even finding out where do I begin the idea of wanting to create. I mean, that's how this is for me, especially becoming logical, right? And having all those emotional blockages that I had through my experience, everything's kind of locked up with regards to that. So it happens for a lot of people, so many people, right? And creativity is natural when we're young, right? Because there's no pressure. We get to wake up every day and create every day, right? And we create because we want to. It feels good because imagination is just who we are when we're younger. But, it changes, right? Back then, there was less performance, no structure, no judgment, right? And then life gets serious, doesn't it, right? It becomes more scheduled. We're creating our lives based on the outcome. We have to be more productive, right? And creativity, it's like playing and feeling pressure. It just kind of stops. It just kind of stops, right? It didn't disappear. It's there, but it's been covered up by pressure, self-consciousness, nervous system tension, right? Overthinking. And that feeling that whatever I have to do, it has to be good, it has to be useful, it has to have a purpose, right? Period. Otherwise, it's a waste of my time as I adult, right? And honestly, sometimes the way back into creativity, isn't trying harder, right? It's by taking the pressure off, allowing yourself to be imperfect, right? Letting it be playful again, giving yourself permission to create badly. I'm going to do that right now. Returning to curiosity instead of performance. Could emotional suppression be blocking my creativity? And if I work on my emotional healing, will creativity naturally return? So the answer here is yes, very often. Creativity and emotion both rely on movement, right? If your emotion gets frozen, creativity gets frozen as well, often, right? So if someone's learned to suppress sadness, anger, grief, desire, vulnerability, or even joy, they'll also suppress, as a side effect, that emotion of creativity, right? It's not separate. Creativity is your emotional life. It moves through the same river, so to speak, right? And that's why when people begin doing deeper emotional healing, they often notice, one, more creative thoughts, right? More desire to write, speak, sing, paint, move, or share. More emotional release and your expression returning naturally. So creativity coming back is a sign that your system is thawing, right? You're able to move again, right? When the system's been in survival mode, it's not prioritizing creativity, right? It's prioritizing safety, control, energy conservation, and just getting through the day, right? So if creativity went quiet during stress, it doesn't mean it left you. It means the body was protecting resources, right? I also see it in the idea that when we're under stress, we are hanging out in that lower vibrational emotional state, right? And as we move through that stress, as we reduce that and we raise our vibration even a little, the idea of that high creativity energy, right? The high energy of creativity frequency then can begin seeping into our system, at least from an energetic infrastructure type of presentation, meaning that it can begin to be realized and felt, processed, and amplified once we know it's there. But when we're constantly bombarded with the stress and those lower emotional states, it's hard to even recognize it's there, right? It's hard to express love and happiness and joy at the same time you're feeling anger, as an example. You just can't have both in the same mix and be able to express both per se. So, creativity is a higher expression of the soul. The team came through a little bit here earlier, right? It's a high vibrational thought. So when the body, the mind, and the emotions are stressed out, you're operating at a reduced capacity in attempting to process those lower vibrational thoughts. So when we free those emotional constraints you're assigning to yourself and drop the mental constructs that instruct you that you're not good enough, it's a waste of time, so on and so forth, those blockages, once you release those, the creativity forces can flow without constraint or control. Okay? Neither of those actions, constraint and control, allow for creativity to show up.